Hi. I wanted to come on today and talk about will, like our will inside and how to embody our will and how our will is connected to creating with life and with the great mystery, and also how will is connected to boundaries. So when we think about personal will, this is sort of like our individual life spark, our individual self, like it's our actual self, it's our soul that is deciding from our individual experience of life from this place in the great tapestry of humanity and of life. It's where our soul and the life energy of this being here gets to speak through us. And so this is a little bit different than, making decisions necessarily from fear or ego, but I'm talking about will that's more anchored in our true essence. And that can actually be pretty confusing to figure out the difference. And I'm not going to go too much into that, but I am going to talk more about how that spark of anchored will in ourselves and our unique divine expression can be felt in the body. So if you feel into your body, I'm just going to invite you to notice where in your body you feel life energy. So where do you feel a life energy? It might be a flow. It might be a fast spark. It might be bubbling, or it might just be like a fairly still, but you can kind of feel a vibration. And it might sit anywhere in your body. Although, traditionally where the most power of our will sits is in like the womb space and in our solar plexus, like in here, this area. But really feel around in your body, like where do I feel that life energy moving? And then as we tune into the sensation of that, I want you to just ask this energy what it is that it needs or it wants. Like, what is it moving towards? And in our society, there's been a lot of, especially for people that are really spiritual, there's been a lot of fear of that energy. There can be a lot of like tuning into what we should want or what we imagine we want. But this is more of that like individual spark and honoring its wisdom. Like it's both life energy and the divine energy that are meeting with us, our unique spark, and we can trust it. It's leading us somewhere. And life and spirit are really wise, and they created you for a reason. Once you hear, there's like a unique frequency that is you, that's needed, and that is like gonna bring something to the tapestry. So we want to hear it. And this is such a big part of what our job is here as sovereign beings, is like, what is the unique energy here asking me to step into, or what is its purpose here? So just noticing that energy and seeing if it gives you an image, or maybe it might move through your body in a certain way. And we just want to welcome it. And now here's the neat thing about will, is there's this place that when we allow that energy to express, often it ends up being in some way a type of boundary. And by that I mean, it's like a declaration to the universe. It's usually a yes to something and a no to something. So it's sort of like this clarity of, this is what this being is standing for in this moment. And so the no would be like, it's not wanting to move towards this, or this is the no. And then this is what it's wanting to call in. And it's important to be aware of both. And it's important to make friends with both the no and the yes. And beyond just getting stuck in this place of like, oh, this is what I'm saying no to, and this is what the yes is, really what we're doing when we're clear about that is we're actually declaring to the universe energetically, this is what this being is wanting to create. This is what the divine in life is asking this being to create. And when we energetically make that declaration from an embodied place, what happens is all of the energies around us can organize to meet us in that. So we don't have to go around figuring out how to make it meet us. We get to just be clear, allow that energy to move, and then notice how the world organizes around us. And a lot of time the work is just, first of all, allowing that energy to be here and to welcome it as wise and divine. And then the second part is to actually allow ourselves and move through any of the blocks around the no or around the yes. But in this moment, I just want to invite you to envision this vision of clearly allowing this being to be here, and this idea, this concept, this felt experience of noticing how everything around you organizes to meet that. It's pretty magical.